Welcome. This is yoga. We're going to start in our down dog today and just start walking out your dog. Chin into your chest, open up through the shoulders, straighten up your back, shift your weight side to side. Keep those shoulders open and just breathe. Walk it out. Keep tucking that chin into your chest, opening up those shoulders, widening those fingers, straightening out your arms and your back. And then just take your time moving from right to left, feeling into any resistance. Move the hips, let your hips move too. Let your knees bend from one side of the room to the other. Keep breathing. And then start walking your hands back towards your feet. Come in this short stop position where your hands are just resting onto either your shins, or you could place your forearms onto your legs. Stay here a moment and just move your head side to side. Look one way and the other way. And then bring your head back to neutral. Tuck your tailbone in, slowly round your spine up till you come to a standing position. Lift up the arms and then slowly come down into forward fold. Hug it in. Move back into that short stop position when you're ready. Tucking that tailbone, round up through the spine. And just keep in this motion and this type of flow, just warming up through your breath, through the spine body. Almost like we're just doing one part of the sun salutation and adding a little round through the spine. Make sure those feet are in line with your hips or maybe even slightly wider. Move through that whole spine body. Good. We're going to take about 2 more rounds and then we're going to end in mountain pose. And one more fold down. And the next time that you're up, stay here, bring your palms together, thumbs to your heart center. Either close your eyes or just keep a soft gaze. And then think about your intention for your practice today, benefiting yourself and all beings everywhere. And just breathe your intention into your heart center. Let that intention go deep down through the soles of your feet into the center of the earth, grounding you. And move that intention back all the way through the soles of the feet, through your body, through the crown of your head, and let that intention go all the way up into the central sun. Let it breathe all the way through you, above you. And bring it back into your heart center. One more breath here with that intention in mind. And now finding your balance. Hopefully you feel nice and grounded. Bring just one leg up, whatever leg you naturally want to do. And then hug it in. Just hug that leg in. Whatever leg you're standing on should be slightly bent. Give a little few buoyant bends. Good. Now we're going to take that leg out to the side. If you can, take your opposite arm, stretch it out, or you can place your hand onto the hip. Breathe. Good. One more breath here. And now we're going to bend it in all the way to the other side. Hug it in, your opposite arm stretches out. Try to look at your arm. Deep breath. And now take your ankle, cross it over your knee, thumbs to your heart center, palms together, sit into it. Breathe. Good. If you need to use a couch or a wall or a chair to balance on, we're going to take 5 more deep breaths. Good. One more breath. On your exhalation, slowly come out, wiggle those legs out. Now we're going other side. Just hug your opposite leg in. And you give little bends in that supporting leg. Keep it buoyant. You don't want to buckle out your knees. All right, and then keep that strong leg. Take your bent knee out to the side. You can put your hand onto your hip, or you could stretch your arm out. Look at something not moving. Balance. Good, one more breath. And now take it all the way across the midline of your body. Your opposite hand holds onto that knee. Arm goes out to the side. See if you can look to the direction that your arm is going. Breathe. And then bring it back to center. Take this ankle, keep your foot flexed. Cross it over, bring your palms to your heart center. Look at something not moving and slowly sit into this. Keep that foot flexed on that leg that's crossed over. Breathe. Two more breaths. And on your exhalation, slowly come up, wiggle it out. We're going to the top of our mat. Feet nice and grounded. Inhale, reach the arms up. Reach all the way back. Exhale, swan dive your hands under your shoulders. And you could either step into a plank line or jump into your plank line. We're going to take a push up and down, then lower those hips, point your toes so that the tops of your feet are onto the ground. Squeeze your elbows together and take another little push up with your cobra type of position. Curl your toes, take it back into your downward facing dog with the option to either walk your dog or you can just stay in your down dog. 5 deep breaths here. So kind of just warming up. Keep it back straight, shoulders open, chin tucked into the chest. And then put all the weight onto your left foot. Extend your right leg. Stretch your right leg back, way far back, but try to point your hips down. Deep breath in. Exhale, bend your knee, point the knee upward. Gaze upward, deep breath. On the exhalation, throw that right leg in between your hands. Take that left foot out to an angle. Come into your warrior one. Palms touch, Make sure that right hip shifts back in line with your left hip. Draw that belly in, sink low into it. You can interlace the outer three fingers. Gaze forward, breathe. Now at your own comfort level, we're gonna go right into warrior three. So you can start shifting your arms forward, shifting your weight toward your front foot, and then at your availability, lift up your back leg. Gaze at something in front of you that's not moving. Try to flex your back foot, point those hips downward. Breathe. One more breath. Exhale, step both feet under your hips. Come into mountain pose. Palms touch together. Feet nice and grounded under the hip bones. Inhale, reach the arms up. Reach all the way back. Open up the heart. Exhale, swan dive down. Hands under your shoulders. Step or jump into that plank line. Take a push up. One really good push up. Lower your hips down. Point your toes. Come into that cobra pose, deep breath. And then take a push up, a cobra push up. Stretch out the abdominal muscles, curl your toes. Take it back into that down dog, 5 breaths. With your option to walk your dog, or you can stay in your down dog, whatever feels good. And then we're gonna be stepping that left foot forward, just like we did with the other side. So put all the weight onto your right side. Extend that left leg way far up, but point your hips down. Take a breath. Bend that knee, left knee, point it up to the ceiling. Deep breath. Exhale, step that left foot forward. Take your right foot out to an angle. Inhale, reach up into your warrior one. Palms touch. Interlace those outer 3 fingers. Shift that left hip to be in line with the right hip. Tuck that tailbone, sink low into it. Breathe. If it feels good to move your head side to side, just any little movements, make this your practice. If you're feeling any tightness, any adjustments you might need, breathe, make those adjustments. Good, one more deep breath. Now we're gonna move into that warrior three. Start by stretching your arms forward, putting all the weight onto your front foot. Start shifting that weight forward. When you're ready, if you can, lift up that back right leg, flex your foot, try to point your hips downward. Breathe. On the exhalation, step that foot in line with the hips, so both hips under, both feet under in line with your hips in your mountain pose, palms together. Inhale, reach up. All the way back, and then swan dive down, hands under those shoulders, stepping or jumping into that plank line. This time we're gonna take 2 push-ups. Really good push-ups, be nice and strong and intentional. 1, 2, lower those hips down, point your toes, 2 cobra push-ups. 1, 2, curl the toes, downward facing dog. Walk out that dog if it feels good, or just stay in your down dog. Breathe. 5 deep breaths. And put all the weight onto your right foot. Extend that left leg back. And I want you to just take little pulses, that left leg going up to the ceiling. Pulse it back as far as you can. All the weight is on that left side. Good. Keep those little pulses. Tuck that chin into your chest. Breathe 5. And now you're going to swing this left leg up so you can step your foot all the way up. That foot should be all the way up. And your back leg is going to extend way far back. So if you need to adjust your stance as necessary. Almost like you're getting ready for a pigeon, but we're not going to get into a pigeon just yet. Stay here. And we're going to take 10 push-ups. 10 push-ups. With that foot right up by your hands. Down and up. Elbows in toward your torso. Good. 5, 6, 7. Good. 8, 9, 10. Now take it back into your downward facing dog. Walk your dog. Breathe into it. Nice straight back. And then put all the weight onto that left foot. Extend your right leg up. Little pulses with that right leg up. See if you can point your toe to really get that full length and into it. Good. Keep going. Get it up nice and high. Reach it as far back as you can and pulse there. Keep breathing as you pulse. Good. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing that right foot all the way up. Adjust your stance if you need to. Take that left leg way far back. And we're going into those push-ups. Those push-ups with that right foot way high up near your shoulders. Left leg way far back. Good. Give me another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step back into your down dog. Walk the dog. Breathe. Good. Nice straight back, wide fingers. Good. Another 3. One more deep breath here. On the exhalation, bend your knees, look forward, and either jump or step toward your hands. Come in that forward fold, hands onto your legs, above or below the knees. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bow down. And then slowly round up, vertebrae by vertebrae, through your spine. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Open up through the chest, deep breath. Exhale, swan dive, hands under your shoulders, bend those knees, step or jump, hold your plank line. Okay, we're gonna take 3 push-ups here. Bend 1, 2, 3, lower those hips down, point your toes. Make sure those shoulders are away from your ears. 3 more cobra push-ups. 1, 2, 3. Stay in that cobra just a moment, stretching out the abdominal muscles, stretching out through the spine. Deep breath. Exhale, curl the toes back into your down dog. Walk your dog. Breathe. 5 deep breaths. Let that chin into your chest. Open up through the shoulders, straighten your back. And put all the weight onto your right foot. Extend that left leg back. Reach it all the way back. Go into those little pulses. Being mindful that all that weight is onto your right foot. Hips point down. Chin into your chest. Widen the foot on the right side. And then just get that back leg as far as you can up and pulse. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set that left foot all the way up. Adjust the right. So you're in a nice long lunge, going into those push-ups. This should feel like a stretch through the hip flexors. Then you're also getting that strength through the arms. Try to squeeze those elbows in toward the rib cage. Good. Good. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it back into your down dog. Walk your dog. Chin into the chest. Breathe. Open up those shoulders. Straighten your back. And then all the way onto your left side. Extend that right leg up. Pulse it. Chin into the chest. Straight back. Breathe. Keep putting all the weight onto that left heel. Widen the toes on that left side. Keep pulsing. Right leg up as high as you can and pulse. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set that right foot all the way up. Adjust that stance. And then take your assisted push-ups. So we're stretching and we're getting some modified push-ups in. And another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now step it back into that downward facing dog. Either walk your dog or hold your dog. Breathe into it. Keep drawing that belly inward, opening up through your shoulders. Constantly thinking about your form. Making adjustments as needed, but also making it feel good for you. Making this your practice. Don't do anything that doesn't feel good. Listen to your body. Good. One more deep breath. And now we're going to just bend both knees all the way down and then take it back into downward facing dog. Bend both knees down and into downward facing dog. We're going to start adding another element. You lower those knees down, lift up the chin, round the spine, down dog. So first find your rhythm and then just flow with it. Good. Breathe through any resistance. And then the next time you come in that cat-cow position. Stay here, just take a few more cat-cows, rounding and arcing through your spine. And then we're going to come to a flat back, extend both legs all the way back behind you. So you're in a plank type of position. We're going to bend the elbows, lower down, take one push up into that cobra position. Lower the knees, lower your body, look one side, other side. We're in that cobra. Curl your toes to get into downward facing dog. So we're going to find a flow with that. Moving from down dog, cobra, plank, push up. So adjust your stance as needed so that you can easily go from plank to down dog to cobra. Find that plank position when you're ready. Take a push up, lower the hips down, point your toes, keep those elbows in toward the ribs, look behind you one way, the other way, curl your toes back into down dog. Adjust your stance as needed. Take a few breaths in down dog. When you're ready, shift back into that plank position. Take a push up. Plank, lower your hips down. Point that those toes. Look behind you one way, other way. When you're in that cobra, back to center, curl those toes, back into down dog. This is your resting pose. You can stay in down dog as long as you want to before you keep moving through that flow. If you need to, you could also put your knees onto the floor and just take a child's pose. So when you're ready, move back into your plank line. Deep breath. Exhale, push up. Back into your plank. Lower those hips. Point your toes. Cobra. Look behind you one way, other way. So I'll stop talking. You can just move at your own flow. If you're not exactly with me, that's okay. You can go at your own pace. But I want you to be moving through that spine, feeling strong, getting your push-up in, stretching out the abdominals, the neck, all through your body. Total body stretch and strength. And we're going to do some twists at the end too, so we can get our twist in. Good, just keep flowing with it. We're gonna go about 1 more minute. Good. Just keep moving at your own pace with your flow. Good, and take about 1 more round. And move all the way through. And then when you're done, just move it back into an extended arm child's pose. When you finish through that flow, that last one. Those knees nice and wide. All of your weight pressed back towards your seat bones. Your forehead resting on the mat, or you could put a block or a towel there. And on the next exhalation, lift up in tabletop position. Inhale, reach your left arm all the way up. Deep breath in, open up through the chest. We're going to take a few flows with this. On your exhalation, we're just going to thread it through, but we're not going to stay there. We're going to go right back up. Move with the breath. Inhale, open up. Exhale, thread through. Good. And the next time that you thread that arm through, stay there. Open up that shoulder. You could keep your right hand where it is. You could extend through the fingers, or you could wrap it around and put it in your pocket. Try to just keep opening up through that back shoulder. Good. One more deep breath. And on your exhalation, come up, bring it back into tabletop position. Now we're going to go the other side. Right arm reaches up. Exhale, thread it under. Move with that breath. We're just going other side, same thing. Good. And the next time that you have that arm threaded through, stay there, open up that shoulder. You could keep your left hand where it is. You could extend it through the fingers. You could put it in your opposite pocket, focusing on opening up through the shoulder. Breathe. Good, one more breath. And on your exhalation, use that left hand to press you back into tabletop. Make any little cat-cow wiggle type movements that feel good. And then we're going to sit onto our heels. So if it's not comfortable for you to sit onto your heels, few options. You could take a block, you could sit onto your block, or if it's super not comfortable, if you can't do it, you could just take your legs right out in front of you. All right, so if it's comfortable, sit on those heels. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Deep breath in. Exhale, twist one way, let the arms come down. Let them help you. Use your hands on your legs and on the ground to help you twist. We're gonna stay here and just twist behind you. Keep breathing, keep your spine straight. Keep breathing, twist even your eyeballs. Two more deep breaths right here. On your exhalation, slowly unwind. Inhale, reach the arms back up. Exhale, other way. Twist, let the arms come down to help you with your hands onto your legs, onto the feet, anything to help you twist a little bit deeper. Twist even your eyeballs, keep the spine nice and straight. Good, keep twisting. Look even farther behind you. 2 more deep breaths. On your next exhalation, slowly unwind 1 more time each way. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, twist that other way. Let those arms help you wring out your torso like it's a wet sponge. Remember, drink a lot of water after yoga. Help flush everything out of your system. Good. Keep exhaling. Focus on the exhalation. The inhalation naturally comes. Good. 1 more deep breath in. Exhale, exhale, exhale. And then on the inhalation, reach the arms up. And we're going to the other side. Twist those arms, come down, hands on the legs to help you twist. Focus on the exhalation. Two more deep breaths. And on the exhalation, bring it back to center. Now we're going to stay onto our legs. If you can, start walking your legs out a little bit so that you can sit your tailbone onto the ground. Again, if you need to, use that block to sit on. So I want you to start with the legs, thinking about your quads. And then at your own comfort level, maybe go a little bit lower, lift up, readjust through the hips as needed. Stay here, think about it, breathe into it. If you think you could go deeper, just at your own comfort level, listen to your body. Don't do anything that doesn't feel good. And then whenever you've gotten to a nice, comfortable resting position, we have 5 more deep breaths. Good. 1 more deep breath in. On the exhalation, the same way that you came in, come out. So slowly start coming up. Reset so that your feet are going back under your seat bones. And then we're going to lift up into a tabletop position. Cross your legs behind you. And then shift your weight back so those legs can come out in front. Legs nice and forward. Stack your arms on top of each other. Straighten your spine. And then walking with your seat bones. Walk toward one end of your mat just to reset through those seat bones. This is really good. Strengthening for your pelvic floor. And then start moving backwards. Or just walking one end of your mat toward the other end if you're not in the same position of your mat that I am. But while you're doing this, try to squeeze through that pelvic area. So we're really strengthening this area. If you've had a child, this is really good. Strengthening for all of that, all of those muscles. Good. Going one way. We're going to go about 1 more up and down. And then we're going to start meeting at the center. Good. All right, and then start finding the center of your mat so that if you laid down, your body would be onto the mat. Good, now those seat bones are nice and grounded. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold into it. See wherever you can reach. If you can reach your feet comfortably or just onto your legs, or you could use that strap here and strap onto your feet. Now, while you're holding onto those feet, just make little side movements, right and left. We're not going to be walking the length of our mat, but we're really just opening up through the seat bones. And it's going to help us get deeper into the stretch. Okay, and then fold a little bit deeper. While you're here, if you want to, make those little movements side to side, and then fold a little bit deeper. You can keep making those little shifts side to side to get you deeper. And when you feel like you're as deep as you want to go, just stay there, and we've got 5 breaths. Good. One more deep breath in. And then on your exhalation, keep your tailbone tucked in and slowly let yourself come to a nice straight position through the spine. Take a little movement side to side with your head. Bring your arms right out in front of you. Stretch. Take a moment to just reach those arms. Feel just strength in the stretch of your own arms. Straight spine. Good. Squeeze those shoulder blades back behind you. Stay here, just breathe, stretch out, flex your feet. Imagine that you have somebody pulling your heels, and then start tucking in that tailbone. Stay nice and strong. We're going to start lowering each vertebrae very slowly onto the mat until we feel just our low back onto the mat, but the shoulders are going to stay lifted. Stay here, stretch it out. Breathe into it. Feel that low back onto the mat. Stay here, just breathe and stretch for 5 breaths, and we're going to release into our Savasana. Keep reaching those arms. Breathe 5, 4, 3, 2, one more deep breath. On the exhale, release out into Savasana. Just lower your head down. Let the arms come down with the palms facing up. Let the feet open up to the side. Relax your body into the earth. Relax your breath. Feeling nice and grounded, relaxed. Breathe. Begin making little movements, wiggling the fingers and the toes, moving your head side to side, blinking your eyes. When you're ready, bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice hug. And we're going to wrap our right arm around both legs. Take both legs over to the right side. And then back to center, and then to the left side. A few little movements side to side, making sure that spine is nice and elongated. And then bring it back into center. Wrap your peace sign fingers around your big toes. Open up into that happy baby. Make little movements side to side. Massage through your spine. If you wanted to, you could straighten out your legs. And then we're going to try to find our center and rock ourselves up. See if you can rock up and hold it. Stay here in balance. Good. Breathe 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross your legs into a seated position. Good. Inhale, reach your arms up, palms touch at the top. Stay here just a moment, opening up through the shoulders, feeling the energy of your palms, feeling grounded into the earth, connected into the central sun, into our solar system. Bringing it into our heart center. Deep breath here. And on the exhalation, bring it into your heart. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you.